All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again, and yeah, you guessed it, we got another banger for y'all today, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share the video as we get right into this one right here, because this is straight heat for y'all, man. So as y'all see in the title, we're gonna get right into this one. Let me lower this a little bit for y'all, man, because I'm going in. All right, let's go. So this is over at WCCF Tech. PS5 Pro games to scale better than PS4 Pros, says developer. Maxed PCs cost 3 to 5 times and cannot be compared. All right. So, Empire of Ants, the upcoming Unreal Engine 5 real-time strategy game based on a French sci-fi book, is part of the PS5 Pro launch lineup, being scheduled to release on the same day, November 7th. In our freshly published interview with developer Tower 5, game director Renaud Carpenter shared impressions on Sony's upcoming mid-generation console refresh. According to Carpenter, due to, and if I'm pronouncing your name, I'm sorry, due to how games are made nowadays compared to the previous generation, PS5 games could take better advantage of the PS5 Pro hardware compared to PS4 Pro and PS4. Most titles nowadays also include variable resolution, offering even more scaling potential. Empire of the Ants won't support PlayStation Spectral PSSR because it came too late in the game's development phase. Okay. As for the comparison with PC, Carpenter noted that the two cannot be directly compared, since a top-of-the-line PC costs between 3 and 5 times and also consumes a lot more energy. That's another thing that people not talking about. So I'm glad that he brought this up. It consumes a lot more of your energy, so your electric bill will become sky high if you're a big-time gamer. If you're a big-time gamer, expect that electricity bill to come real hefty at the end of the month. So these are the questions, okay? So now they ask me, what do you think of the PS5 Pro hardware? What's the single feature you were most impressed with? So it is kind of natural evolution of the PS5 hardware. Same what is that? Paradigms. I don't know what that is. Y'all know how we do over here. You gotta bear with me. There's some of these words that is just, I don't know. I've never seen this word in my life, to be honest. But we're gonna keep it pushing. So, yeah. But more processing power on the GPU and ray tracing cores. Okay? For us, the gain of about 50% more GPU processing power is the most interesting, of course, as our game is GPU bound, not CPU bound. So they're getting 50% more GPU power. Compared to the jump between PS4 Pro and PS4, would you say the PS5 Pro / PS5 difference is similar or reduced? Example, the advancement is less pronounced. So they say it seems comparable in terms of evolution philosophy. It is the same gen console, but with better rendering capacities. Now it is early and so hard to compare what the PS5 Pro will do for PS5 games to what the PS4 Pro did for the PS4 games. But globally, it seems many games will go from 30 to 60 frames per second on the Pro version. And that's comparable to what we had on PS4 Pro. So they say it globally. It seems that's what it's going to do. So for every game, what the PS5 Pro is going to do, when you have your games, you know, like Dragon's Dogma and things like that coming in at 30 frames, the Pro is just going to take it up to 60. And we saw that in real-time gameplay when Digital Foundry got their hands on Dragon's Dogma and they were running it on the Pro mode. And it was up in the high 50s. It was close to 60. It was up there. And that's a high CPU game. It will probably scale better for an engine version. Most games today do not rely on frame rate to sync time their simulations. So they are more capable of rendering faster without altering their behaviors. On PlayStation 4, you still have fantastic games like Bloodborne, where the game can't run above 30 because the simulation is linked to the rendering. So if you don't modify the engine and render at 60 frames per second, then your game will run twice faster all the game. So everything will be twice faster for the player. So you're not basically just turning up the frame rate because it's not linked to the rendering. So now if you try to render it and bring it up to 60, the whole game is gonna run faster. So the game is not gonna feel natural because now the whole game is moving at an unfair pace where you're not used to. You just want your gameplay, your main character of the game to run at 60, you know, have fluid movement in the game. That's what you want. But since it's not linked to the rendering, if you do that with Bloodborne, everything is gonna go up in the game. So now the whole game is moving twice as fast, and that's what we don't want. So such frame rate bound simulations were still relatively common in the PS4 era, and they made taking advantage of a GPU upscale much harder. So possibly PS5 games will take better advantage of the PlayStation 5 Pro's capacities. The fact that most games nowadays use a form of variable resolution also helps with scaling up the quality with the GPU. So there it is. That was him talking about the PS4 Pro and the PS4 compared to the 5 Pro and the PS5. Okay? So how much of an improvement is there between the PS5 and the PS5 Pro versions of the game? Also, how does the PS5 Pro version stack with the maxed out PC game? So this is where you gotta listen up. As said and as presented by Sony, it is expected that most games will double their frame rate on the Pro or improve scene quality if they were already running in the 60 on the PS5. That's a lot. If the game is already on 60 frames on the base PS5, just imagine the improvement you're gonna see in the quality of the image quality of that particular game. Still maxed out. PCs are kind of no limit, so they will of course be more powerful, but you can't compare them. A maxed out PC is going to cost easily 3 to 5 times more and consume 3 to 5 times more electrical energy. Okay? But what is interesting and says a lot about the flattening silicon evolution curve is that your game on your monster PC is not going to look or play 3 to 5 times better than on a PS5 Pro console. So let me just finish up before I give my thoughts. There's a huge diminishing return now on high-end silicon, and that might have an impact on the life cycle duration of console hardware. So I'm gonna stop right there. Oh, and they also asked him if there's gonna be different modes on the pro version of the game. He said no, that there's only a single 60 frames per second mode. So double the frame rate on the PlayStation 5 version, meaning the regular PlayStation 5 version will be running at 30 frames per second. The Pro is gonna bring that up to 60 frames per second. That's what they're saying here. Now, back to this part over here. Okay? It's what they said. A maxed out PC is going to cost you 3 to 5 times more and consume 3 to 5 times more electrical energy. So it's going to cost you more to purchase, and it's also going to cost you more running up that energy bill in your house. It's what I've been telling y'all. But most of y'all coming in my comment section already talking about you could build a PC for $700. It's gonna blow out the PS5 Pro out the water. I saw that. I didn't even pay mind to that because it's ridiculous. So this is what you're dealing with. So you need to have the funds to be able to game on a high-end PC. Now, also, let me read this to you again. But what is interesting and says a lot about the flattening silicon evolution curve is that your game on your monster PC is not going to look or play 3 to 5 times better than on a PS5 Pro console. I mean, I'm not a developer. I'm not a game developer. I play video games. Yeah, they make the games, we play them. I'm not this is a game developer speaking to you. And this is a high end. He's talking about 4080 and above. That's what he's referring to. So you're gonna pay 3 to 5 times more the PlayStation 5 Pro console, and your game is not even gonna run 3 to 5 times better than the PS5 Pro console. So make that make sense to me. Why is it that I will have to go and purchase and build a PC when it's not gonna, the money I put into it, I'm not getting back what I'm putting into it? That does not make any sense to me. This is a game developer saying this. And I've spoken to people who have a 4090, the top of the food chain. He's up there. He got a 4090. He's up there. And he said that on native 4K, he still has issues running games. On his 4090, that means that DLSS has to be turned on. And y'all over here complaining about PSSR, which is basically the same thing, but it's going to cost me $700. And I get to play my PlayStation games first party, day one, launch. So make that make sense, because this article says it right here. He needed to say that. This had to be said, because most of y'all, I don't know what it is that's going on. Like, you're just hating to hate, or what is it? Like, I don't get it. So those are my thoughts on this right here. I'm gonna leave this link in the description below in case y'all want to read it for yourselves. And this is it right here. Like I keep saying, look no further. Every day that's going by, we keep getting better and better information. More and more information is coming out. I keep telling y'all. I'm just speaking what I feel, and I'm bringing you the facts. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll just give you my opinion on it. But these are the facts right here. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. It's your boy, Gift the Gamer 204. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, share the video, do all that good stuff. And we out of here. Peace.